first. You make a picture, then we're gonna judge it. But you're no good, drawing is hard.
Welcome to Drawing is Hard.
I'm Mike.
I'm Mikey.
I'm Drew.
Today we have 5 things for Mr. Drusev to draw. They are robbers, Riverbank, conversion van, Casper, Wyoming, the city, and Nazis. Enjoy every one of those. Fake Jess, please take this to Drusev.
Robbers, Riverbank, conversion van, Casper, Wyoming, and a Nazi. Okay.
We gave him, robbers. Have you ever stolen anything?
Yes.
What'd you steal? And when did you steal it? How old? Not like you're on the spot or anything, doing it on camera.
I was, actually a couple of times when I was, really young.
You were a multiple-time thief?
Multiple-time thief, yeah. Shoplifter, once upon a time.
Wow.
I mean, I grew up in Buffalo. There's not a whole lot to do there, so you steal shit and you eat wings. That's pretty much growing up in Buffalo. Yeah. When you get older, you drink, but it's like watching bad hockey, watching bad football, stealing shit, eating wings, and drinking. That's welcome to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Casper, Wyoming. I mean, the obvious thing, and maybe I'll just give it to him, the only thing I think when I think Casper is the friendly ghost.
So, no, it was, I actually had a somewhat lucrative business in middle school where, for whatever reason, yo-yos at the time were insanely, the in thing. And so, a friend of mine and I had this scam going where, according to our story, we had, parents or, uncles or whatever that worked at toy factories, and we'd get yo-yos on the cheap.
Dunkin' yo-yo?
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, it was basically, we would go to stores and steal yo-yos to sell at school. So,
right.
They were really excited about one of the suggestions, so I'm going to guess it was Nazi, because those guys are just sick bastards. They don't even... The thing about those two is they don't even know each other. They're just faking it. I heard them talking about football a moment, and before we started, neither of them knew that the other one even liked football.
You, actually, profited off of yours.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't just I'm going to steal a candy bar. It was we had a whole racket going where we'd, steal yo-yos from a store, a couple a piece, and then next day in school we'd find buyers for our ill-gotten gains. And
I imagine you smoking a cigarette on a loading dock, and you're rate 'em and wheat, boys, and you throw up the back of a U-Haul, and there's tons of yo-yos.
6,400 boxes of yo-yos.
You knocked off a truck of yo-yos. What kind of terrible person.
They're gonna yell at me. Yeah, they're gonna yell at me. Because it didn't turn out very good. Yeah, they're gonna yell at me. Because my Nazis look real bad. But I don't like them anyway. Yeah, they're gonna yell at me. At least Lugers look like a square.
Everything's great.
Thank God we were talking about shit. So save us, please. Thank you.
Whenever you're ready. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Okay, so Casper, Wyoming here. Obviously, that's supposed to be Casper the Friendly Ghost, but why does it look like Blinky from Pac-Man?
It is Blinky from Pac-Man.
What the hell do you want me to do with Casper? I had to use Casper for something to not cheat, but I don't know anything about the town.
Does he have a swastika wristwatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, everybody's got to be a Nazi. We just made it as if, maybe they're the bad guys. But apparently this town is full of bad guys.
There's a lot going on here. You're Russian.
And now, okay, another thing here I'm seeing. It looks like a bank vault door has been blown off. But the robbers are already getting away with the booty. So why would they blow the vault door off after they're getting away with the booty?
The door's behind them. So, that wouldn't make any sense. Because if they're riding out, they wouldn't ride out then blow the door up,
The van was in the vault. They loaded it. They blew off the back door, because this bank has one, and got away.
Yeah, I get this.
They'd run into the door, crush them, and then they'd be dead.
I get this idea in my mind that the robbers were in there, and the guy's carefully picking the safe lock, and he opens the vault door, and they carefully load everything in, they close the vault door, and then blow it up for no good goddamn reason.
There's always a reason to blow something up in a bank robbery, because it looks awesome.
The architecture of all this is pretty terrible.
Well, I mean, you've got Athens, Greece architecture for the First National Bank,
Right.
which is about 14 feet away from what looks like a fourth grader My First Barn Play School house project. You've also got the brownest van full of gold bars in the windows I've ever seen. That's a bus, by the way. That's not a conversion van, which we asked for.
Yeah.
So, fail.
Fail.
You asked for a conversion van. At this point, anywhere that's further north where they have salt on the roads, they are completely brown with rust at this point. Wyoming is pretty far north. There's snow there. It's brown on the van. It makes sense.
Why does a socialist bank have a swastika on the top of it?
Open a history book. National Socialist Party. He's asking why the Nazi bank says National Socialist Party. He's asking what Nazis have to do with Nazis. Mike, open a book and read, you dumb bald fuck.
You know, another thing too is because he didn't really put anything on the bank, not the riverbank, but the physical bank, the way that it looks with the columns, it almost looks like that's not doors on a wall. It looks like there's columns holding up a roof, and then there's just some like pedestals, like 5 pedestals there,
Yeah,
and
like-
there's nothing behind it.
Like they stole all 5 statues from the front of the bank.
Yeah.
Like all the statues were like Chung Li, E Honda, Zangief, Guile, and Ryu, and then they took them in the van there.
Oh, so maybe that's not him blowing a vault door off. Maybe that's a Hadouken that's coming out.
That's exactly what it is. Out the back, he's like, ah! He's doing that.
I don't draw well enough to make a Street Fighter character. We all know that.
I like the 2 guys at the bottom here. The one's like resting his gun on top of the guy's head and like firing away.
He's like, if you don't kill them, I am going to shoot you in the back of the head.
Right. Like he just puts it on and he's like, I'm gonna use you for sort of like a sight. Just hold tight there. Bow, bow, bow. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I didn't say the robbers were smart. Who would rob a place in a conversion van anyway, guys?
Yeah, this is like a movie that you see on like Skinamax like late at night, and you're just like, all right, I saw that. Yeah, this is that Dolph Lundgren film we all know, but we've never been able to talk about.
Oh, what's the name of that thing with Dolph Lundgren? It had the fireball vault door and the Casper the ghost. What was that?
There was also he was with the guys in blackface. They were robbing the bank. Do you remember that with the Nazis?
Yeah, what the heck was the name of that thing? It was first national Casper robbery.
Yeah, I think they were going towards some sort of barn or something at the end. I'm not sure.
All right. You guys are the dumbest 2 assholes ever, especially you, Mike. What do the National Socialists have to do with the Nazis? Oh my God. A Nazi is a Nazi is a Nazi. And so is Casper. Casper's a Nazi too. I didn't want to draw Nazis, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to take it the whole way. I'm going to expose some things. They're hiding bricks of gold in Wyoming. You may not have known that, but that's about the only notable thing about Casper. So before you send me to do stuff, do a little bit of research next time.
Drawing is hard and we tried our best, but we're not very good, so we made a mess. Drawing is hard and we tried our best, but we're not very good, so we made a mess. Drawing is hard and we tried our best, but we're not very good, so we made a mess. Drawing is hard and we tried our best, but we're not very good, so